27-24. Ball up in the middle of Moreton Park. McKenzie wins the tap down at ground level. No clear to win until Hart just rips it out of the centre and takes it long. Good punch in by Hardwick. And he concedes the throw in 50 metres in his own defence.
Let's go down boundary side to Brett Beston.
Yeah, thanks, boys. I was just chatting to Brendan Allen. He tells me that Dunn is done for the day, as we mentioned before, and Parker is also under a bit of a cloud. He's being assessed at the moment, but he might not be back, so I'll keep you posted on that one. His message is basically just to grind it out. He's pretty confident that things are going to open up as the game goes on, and just really to stay in the contest and, as I say, grind it out.
Thanks, Brett, as Conway goes in and lays a tackle there on Xavier Murphy, and we'll get a ball up on centre wing. Far side of the ground. Just to start this third term here, 6-5-41 Blackburn leading Doncaster 3-6-24. You're listening on 98.1 Eastern FM as McKenzie wins the tap down. Compton wins the footy and hands it off. Now, as a kick comes in towards centre half forward, going back with the flight there was Rambaldi. He read it well and he steers a short pass in, finds Hall right on the 50-metre line. And he starts out now here for the Sharks. His kick up towards centre wing. Plenty of players in there. One of them flying there was Monks. Couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground. And a strong tackle applied there by Jordan Hart as Fogarty ends up with the footy. And we'll have a ball up just outside the centre square. So, nice pace to start this third term. Flying into the ruck there is Banks, and winning the footy there is Anarchis. Got foot to football. His kick goes, just dribbles almost over the boundary line. Murphy couldn't keep it in. It's kept in there by Tout. Snap around the body in towards the goal square and just touched over the line there by Tyler Faulkner for the Miners score. And just the one addition there to Doncaster's scoreline. It's 6-5-41. They lead Doncaster 3-7-25. Just under 2 minutes gone, third quarter.
Quick kick out, Blackburn, keep hold of the ball. Go for the middle, Anarchis read it well, chopped it off, brought it to ground at centre forward. Can he keep it in his team's hands? McKenzie has to help out with the big tackle as he takes his opponent to the ground, and will go boundary side for comment at centre forward for Doncaster.
Boys, the Doncaster message was pretty simple at half-time. They just want more attack on the footy, up the work rate and get a better transition going.
Thanks to Brett Beston as Doncaster through Fogarty, just a high up and under, gets it 30 metres out. The Flyers go for it at ground level. Doncaster have still got it in hand. The hand pass missed the intended target. Anarchis back at the first contest, picks it off, goes long to the goal square. 1-3-3. Limacheesy holds his ground. Ground level, it's been picked up nicely by Turner, I think, from 31. The pocket.
31.
It's
Jake Hall.
Jake Hall, 33. So we were all around it. Hall from the pocket on the acute angle, just pops it on the boot through the middle of the goal. Great start to Doncaster. 3 minutes into this third term. Doncaster 4-7-31. Only trail by 10. Blackburn are 6-5-41.
Yeah, an important goal there for Doncaster. I thought that they needed to score first in the second half just to reduce the gap and give them a little bit of self-belief.
And better at the forward line then. They scouted much better then. It's good work from Hall.
As Anarchis wins the clearance out, kicks in towards the half-forward line. Marked, not taken there by Van der Haar. Ball loose on the deck, picked up by Tout. Short pass in, and he finds Kalange on the lead. And he's going to go back from about 25 metres out, almost directly in front, and look to add to Blackburn's paint.
The common factor in Doncaster's opening forays into the forward line is number 5. Yes. He's just come out after half time and started to impose himself from the midfield.
So Jake Kalange, 31 goals last year in his first outing with Doncaster after coming across from Coburg in the Northern Footy League. He lines up and he's skewed it to the left.
He's missed a couple of
just a minor score.
He's missed a couple of gilt-edged opportunities this afternoon, Jake Kalange.
They're the ones that really hurt, those ones. That 2 goals in 2 minutes would have really set them up.
You can see on the stream of EFL.org.au that it hit flush on the right post, but Doncaster might win it from the long kick out at ground level, taking on all tacklers was the Doncaster player and Limacheesy, who was out of his depth that far up the ground, and he's been pulled down in the tackle by Reid. Reid gets the free kick for holding the ball. So he looks he's on the centre of the ground. He goes out wide first because that's the only open player he has. Now the kick goes to Lawler, who has got time just to settle, prop, and take the mark in front of his opponent in Monks. So Lawler goes close to the boundary line to Hammond. He's always a good option because he makes you look good when he skirts around on the left, puts the driving ball towards Baffy. Ground level, tackle flies in on Socio. He quickly gets the kick out of the pack, but the pack then charge onto the ball, and it's a contest 50 metres in defence where Anarchis picks it up. He can't ride the bumps and get out of the tackle, and it'll be a ball up just outside of the forward 50 for Blackburn. So the umpire just counting the players and nominating the rucks. There's a big amount of numbers around the ball as Mackenzie again wins the tap, but as Blackburners shark it, and they just drive it long to about 30 out. No mark could be taken under a huge pack. Defence under a heap of pressure. Schimmelbusch puts it on the boot, and all those numbers around him smother the ball out of bounds in the back pocket.
I don't think we've given Schimmelbusch enough credit today. He's been sensational time and again. It just seems the older he gets, he hasn't slowed down at all. He's been so reliable for Doncaster for a long time.
So respected around the competition with his nominations for Team of the Year. So he's a great stalwart of the competition, and he drives the ball, picks it up, puts it on the boot, but he didn't look, and it's been chopped off. Running onto it is the player in Blackburn. I think that's Ma.
38, no.
Ma, who just drives it into goal, but he misses the right from minor score. Blackburn 6-6-42. Restore a 10-point lead 6 minutes into this third term.
He didn't need to play on that. He could have taken that mark, gone back, and had quite an easy shot at goal.
So Hartwig to bring the footy back into play here for Doncaster. He goes out. Target initially was Hall, but a mark taken there by his teammate Rambaldi right on the 50. Near side of the ground, broadcast side. He's looking for options upfield. Not much on offer. Decides to go in short. And the mark taken there by Vanderhaar. Sporting the mullet of his very Essendon and great father.
If we could call him the Flying Dutchman, I'll be wrapped. Because I want to see him take a specky like his dad.
So his kick goes in short and finds his teammate there in Turner. He's looking for options upfield as well, just plays it in short. And the kick now taken here by Saville. He pumps a long one in towards the forward line. Plenty of players there, but a strong mark taken there by Hammond of the Nathan variety. He gets a handball out now here to his numerical one superior Murphy. He gets a handball up now here to Faulkner, takes a bounce and kicks it right now in towards the half forward line. Hartwig out-muscled in the contest, but running back now here is Saville, who's covered about 50 metres just in that last 10 seconds. The ball kept alive here by Bathy. Hartwig charges in, gets tackled, manages to get the ball out, and it's gone over the boundary line. Boundary throw.
Thorpe was tackled over the top when he...
Oh, that's right, gone out, it's gone up high. So Hartwig's run himself a free kick just in the back pocket, centres the footy, and just trying to slow things down now. Here are the Sharks as they swing it out wide now into the half-back flank, and the mark taken there by Turner. And he decides to go straight back to where it came from. Here's Malloy now, right off the centre half back. He kicks into towards centre half forward in the centre square. Couldn't take what he should have. Here's Murphy doing the roving. Got a quick hand pass out over the top. Back to it. Now here is Lawler. Lawler's kick out wide. Finds his teammate there in Socio. He goes by hand, and away come the Burners in the direction now here of Dorian. But a mark, strong mark taken to the back there by Turner, who's had quite a few touches in the last couple of minutes. He centres the footy now here for Saville, almost tripped over his own boots, swings it out now wide to centre wing, and looking there for the mark was Kalange. The ball traverses the boundary line, will have a boundary throw.
That was well done there by Mitch Thorpe. Had made up metres there, turned a potential 2-on-1 to a stoppage.
The Doncaster are using the ball a lot better at the moment. They're just, their last choice has been the wrong choice each time. That's the only thing.
Yep. Kick out of the wrong ruck contest nearly worked out for Blackburn, but the numbers again are there just to smother it by intent or by accident, and the ball has stopped dead on centre wing, so the umpire will have to, this time the field umpire will have to get involved. So looking at the scoreboard, 8 minutes gone, third term. Blackburn 6-6-42, lead by 10 points. Doncaster 4-8-32. The errant hand pass doesn't set up Blackburn's charge, and it will see itself out of wing, out of bounds. So we'll have another boundary throw in. Status of the game is Doncaster getting themselves back in it because they've kicked the only goal in this third term, guys. Do you see the momentum going their way as Anarchis gets it out of the pack, drives the ball into the forward line. Nice tap on. Does the kick just nearly flowed in there from Monks, and now it hit the Hall. He kicked the goal in the early term. Luckily it went higher, then it went longer because he was going to kick that way out in the forward to Central Road, but thankfully it stays in, and a marking contest was caused. Boundary throw in after that.
Someone might have heard your appeals for a Vanderhaar Specky because he nearly took one there in the near side of the point post.
Well, it was so unexpected. I was thinking the trees outside the boundary line were going to get ruffled, but it didn't get there as Hall, I don't know if he was trying to torp it or what he was doing, but he rushed the kick high. Now at ground level, Doncaster nearly get it off the boundary throw in, and the tackles fly in, so it's under hands and feet, and it'll be another ball up. Alessi just traps it in over the top of Lumachisi, so you can just imagine it wasn't going anywhere. As we'll go boundary in one moment after this ball up, which is 25 metres around from Doncaster's goal. The tackle flies in, no penalty either way, and it'll be another ball up. We'll just wait again because there's going to be a scoring, maybe potential shot before we go boundary side, guys.
It's like Gray got one up high there. It wasn't seen by the umpire.
So it's a ball up 30 metres out, directly in front of Doncaster's goal. The Rucks go at it. It's a volleyball effort until it falls into the hands of the Sharks. The hand pass is a bit errant. They're rushing themselves now. Now Anaka's close to the boundary line, shrugs off one. Hand passes the teammate. Eventually it goes to Alessi, who loads up from 50 after balking one. Puts his long kick out, drives it to the left pocket, and it goes out off hands. So it's a boundary throw in and time for our boundary riders for comment.
Hey guys, Luke Parker's about to enter the fray again. He's got that right calf fairly heavily strapped, so he might be a bit proppy on that to start, but he's going to come back into it.
I think Doncaster are actually using the ball a lot better. They're moving it around a little bit more. That's that last kick in each time is killing them.
Lumachisi takes it straight off the ruck, pops it right into the goal square. It's a contested footy, and it goes... Now it goes over the line, and we'll just have the minus score. So that takes it 6-6, 42 Blackburn. They lead Doncaster 4-9, 33, 11 and a half gone here in this third term.
The one thing that Doncaster have done is they've actually been able to stop the run from Blackburn's half-back line into their forward line.
So here's Reid now with a kick out of the centre square, down towards full forward. One-on-one contest, unable to get it, is picked up now here by Bathy. He gets a quick hand pass out now here to Thorpe on the right, and he's put it straight through. And Blackburn get their seventh. They move to 7-6, 48, leading Doncaster 4-9, 33, 12 minutes gone here, third term.
They would be very unhappy with that, Mr. Tranquilli, because that was a transition through the middle. They had spare players in the middle. That was two pretty weak tackles down here in the defensive area.
He seemed to do it just too easily, Bathy, didn't he? It looked like he was the grade 6 kid playing against the grade 3s, didn't he? There just shrugged it quickly and handball out and certain goal.
And it's the only time that Blackburn have been able to run the ball through the midfield in this third quarter.
And I'm impressed with Thorpe's strength in the contest. Even though he didn't take the mark, he stood up, maintained his feet, and when Baffy did the groundwork, got it back to Thorpe, who just hooked it around the corner for a goal. As this time Anakis claims the centre clearance, kicks it out wide to the outer side wing, but he's got a teammate there to help him out. So loading up Doncaster from the outer wing. Kick goes in towards Kalange. He drops it towards Anakis, who just shovels a hand pass into the middle corridor. Didn't look, so it's a Blackburn ball as they go centre forward. Hardwick has been good this time to take the mark on the charge. He goes through the centre. It voids the traffic and goes straight directly to Kalange, who spills the mark on the lead. Now at ground level, Conway's there to help. Can he elude the tacklers? Bounces off a couple. Gives it to Fogarty. Fogarty looks up. He's got open men and he finds one of them 10 metres out, all on his own to take an easy mark, chest mark, and an easy shot at goal. It should be. And it'll be Monks from point blank range, 20 metres out, who will close the gap to 9.
They've been in that forward line. The amount of ball that they've dropped leading out has been enormous, Doncaster. At least they're continuing to put it into those areas each time, which is good.
Monks does make no mistake, and that is his first for the day. He nearly got one early, but Lumachisi took it out of his grasp. It is 7-6, 48 Blackburn to Doncaster, 5-9, 39. 14 minutes gone. Blackburn lead by 9.
They're still in this, Doncaster. I think they've played the better football this quarter, and they've just got to continue to go. And, have they put Anarchis, is he still in the middle? No, he's gone down forward maybe. Or come off for a rest, not sure. But he's been the key catalyst in that middle.
So Mackenzie v. Banks in the ruck. The ball won now here by Doncaster. Bursting through was Fogarty with a kick now in towards full forward. Taken on the bounce there by Watkins. His kick now out towards centre wing. And a foot race there ensuing. Winning that battle beautifully there was Marcus Young. He gets a hand pass out now in the front of Hammond. Takes it on the bounce. He's tackled by two players. One of them Whelan. But the footy won back now here by Blackburn. Running into some strong opposition there was Hammered of the Nathan variety. Here's Banks. His kick was smothered off the boot. Picked up now here by beautiful play by Turner. And it comes back now in towards the half-back flank. A vacant half-back flank at that. Almost taken. Danaher got one in the back. Surely, yes, that's going to be a free kick. And Ma.
No, he actually got into Kalanja's back there.
No, I think that was Vanderhaar.
Vanderhaar?
Yep. Yep, don't miss that mullet from anywhere, mate.
It was a great run-down tackle, but he went straight into his back.
So 15 minutes played. Vanderhaar's going to go back for a pop. Boundary side from about 45 out. Far side of the ground. Hasn't got one this afternoon so far. Looking for his first. In he comes. The kick.
Nice.
Looks like it's going to go across the face here in towards, and a strong mark. Uncontested. Taken there by Hood, and he wins the footy now here for Blackburn. Plays it down the near side. The target there was Murphy. Took a good mark here right on the 50.
Been happy with his game.
And he goes in short and finds Banks, who's come back on the ground after have served his penance for that strike on Mackenzie in the second quarter. His kick now up towards far forward, and a good mark taken there by Hartwig, muscling out Bathy in that contest. Now, the kick was poor right into the man on the mark. Rambaldi cleans up now here for Doncaster, and they try and salvage something of this drive. It's centred in towards Fogarty. He takes it now, centres the footy. Hall unattended there in the centre square. He decides to play on and put one upfield. Hall in the direction of Limachisi. He's been pushed out, and the free kick given. Limachisi takes it right on the edge of the centre square. And thanks, Boundary. Parker has come back onto the ground now here for Blackburn, as this one kicked in towards short, and a mark taken here by Conway, and he's going to go back from about 45 and take a pop now here for Doncaster.
They're willing to go through the middle at the moment this quarter, Doncaster, aren't they? They're trying to turn it inside each time, get it down, open up, and they've gone short into the forward line. They've tried not to go with a long kick because it hasn't been working.
I reckon they're running a bit harder too, Davo.
Yep.
So Conway on a slight angle from 45 out. He kicks, and that looks like it is straight through the middle. First of the afternoon for Harry Conway, and he improves his team score. It is 7-6-48 Blackburn, leading Doncaster 6-9-45, 17 minutes played here in the third term.
Well, I said at half-time that Doncaster ran the risk of getting run over the top of in the second half, but they've done exactly the opposite. They've come out and played the better footy, and of course managed to find more options up forward. And on the scoreboard, of course, Blackburn need to hit the scoreboard. They need to hit back. The way this game's gone so far is Doncaster have hit back before Blackburn have sort of wrestled back that momentum. So these next few minutes are going to be crucial.
I just wonder if the high-intensity first half from Blackburn might play against them, as they've conceded 3 goals this term. Anarchis gets his hands to Monks. Monks just loads it up, but he wasn't looking, and he'll drift the ball to the left pocket, and he might be happy with an out of bounds, so Doncaster can reset deep into their forward line. They're running all over it. They're winning the contest, and they're getting it quickly away from these stoppages. So it's a boundary throw in about 5 metres around from the point post left side of the goals for the Sharks. Boundary throw in where Mackenzie tries to use his strength. It goes to the back of the pack, and Narcus quick to put boot onto ball. His ball being picked up off the ground, and quick shot at goal there by Fogarty. Misses to the right.
He's been good in the last 10 minutes, Fogarty. He's really lifted his work rate in his game. He's got under the contest, and yeah, this is a classic Doncaster effort, isn't it? This is what you expect of the way that they play their football. They just never go away.
So they lead by 2 points. The kick out might not suit Blackburn, as their first there was Saville, and at ground level is picked up by Coleman, who just loads up a long kick towards Conway, who kicked the last goal. At ground level, he wasn't the first there, but his teammate gets in there. Was he taken too high in the tackle? Tout is at ground level, but he'll just be throwing it back to the umpire, who'll ball it up 50 metres from Doncaster's goal. They seem to be swarming the ball now, full of confidence. It's showing through their run, and their deliberate passes are hitting the mark, and the smothers are flying in. The ball doesn't progress too far. Blackburn look out on their feet in defence. 20 minutes gone, a third term.
Well, they haven't got their hands on the football on the ground lately, and they haven't been able to feed out the back, so that's been the difference.
Mackenzie wins it He gets it out the back of the pack, hoping for Anarchis to get there. He was beaten to it, but it's still in the same area, and it's now been picked up. Goes to Anarchis, boundary sign. He's clever. He just surveys all options, gives it to Alessi. Driving ball, doesn't hit the target. Now off to the races of Blackburn, loading up the long ball. McGarnis is having a fight. He's tangled legs with Thorpe, allows his teammate to come in, and Parker's going to use Thorpe. Thorpe running an open goal, uses another teammate. Baffy doesn't want to claim it because he'll be tackled. He taps it under his teammate, but it beats him to the line as just as he was about to soccer it in. And the frustration as Parker sees it drift for a point. It's a 3-point lead for Blackburn. They couldn't get the goal they needed.
I reckon some of the Blackburn faithful would have seen that a little differently.
Has a short kick out by Hardwick, almost taken one-handed there by Turner, couldn't drag the footy in, pumping it up now. Here is Malloy, he's high up and under, and a contested footy, no one can take the mark. Ball on deck, Touts in there, Lumachisi lays the tackle and wins the ball up right in the centre square.
You saying Baffy should have taken it in hands and had the shot instead of trying to tap it towards a teammate? Yes.
There's some situations you really should do that, and that was one of those, I reckon.
So here comes the ball up as Banks wins the tap down. McKenzie lays the tackle. We'll have another ball up.
It's called taking ownership.
Yes, you.
I don't know about that.
I'll ask Gavin Brash to touch gloves and go back to their corners.
No, I'm agreeing with him. I just want him to say that I'll load the bullets. He fires.
So here comes the clearing kick out of the centre square. Takes an awkward bounce. The soccer off the booty in towards the direction of Jake Hall. Almost took it off the deck. Did well. Picks it up now and puts one in towards half forward in the direction. Now here at Kalanj, who takes a good mark out in front there of Marp, and he'll go back from about 40 out on a 20-degree angle and have a go.
I tell you what, he's had plenty of the football, Dave. If he had a kick straight, he probably need to be best on the ground at the moment.
He would, and I just think then that Hall actually used the ball really well. He saw that there was plenty of space in front, put it in front of him instead of just popping it up, hoping he'd take an overhead mark.
And he's just come into it a little bit in the second half, Hall.
So Kalanj already got one. That was in the second term for Doncaster. Looking to add to his tally. He lines up and 45 out. It's a decent kick. It's right into the upright.
That's the second time he's hit the post.
Second poster there for Kalanj, and he'll remember both of them, I'm sure, after the game. 7-7-49 Blackburn. They lead Doncaster 6-11-47. 22 minutes gone. The margin just 2 points.
22 minutes gone. Blackburn holding on to their halftime lead. It's a 2-point margin now. The long kick out's a desperate ball, hoping for Blackburn to have the numbers to take it. But again, Doncaster are the first onto the ball this quarter. It just flies out to the back where McKenzie tries to burst his way through a tackle. This time it's been picked up by Blackburn through Hammond. His kick smothered. And on the outer side, it's a struggle to get the ball into the open. Tackle flies in for McKenzie onto his smaller opponent. He wraps him up. And it'll be a ball up outer wing of Moreton Park. Let's look at the score. Blackburn 7-7-49. Kicked one goal this term. Doncaster 6-11-47. They've kicked 3-5 in this third term. 23 minutes gone. Fogarty gets it on the boot quickly. He rushes the ball forward, but it's the defender in good position to take the mark for Blackburn and slow it up.
So the kick out now here from Lawler is up towards the half-forward flank. Missing that one was Malloy. It falls into the hands now. Good tackle applied there by Malloy. Did well after he missed the initial contest and wins himself a free kick. He puts a short kick now in towards the centre of the ground. Dangerous there. Lessie got collected late.
I felt that.
And will we have 25?
No,
we
just
won't.
A contest.
No. So Alessi slow to get back to his feet.
But this is what they're doing. They're having a go. They're trying to open up the game.
As Murphy does the flying on this centre wing and forces the ball over the boundary line.
It almost seems like the game's reversed a little bit.
Yeah.
Blackburn were doing exactly what Doncaster were doing in the first half now.
So boundary throw in, dead on centre, far side of the ground, well into time added on, 24 minutes played, the margin 2 points. McKenzie does the rucking there against Banks, winning the footy there was Fogarty, his hand pass out, comes in towards Blackburn hands and they're away through the centre. The kick in towards centre half forward, Schimmelbusch there, uncontested, not paid, it was bounced before he took it on the full and we'll have a ball up.
He thought he was so big he concealed it from the umpire, but he saw it hit the ground.
So ball up, 5 metres inside the 50. Attacking side of the ground now here for Blackburn. And flying early in the contest there was Banks. The ball eludes everyone and comes out towards the centre square, trying to get a hand pass out there was Alessio. Here's a hand pass now here to Narcus, centre of the ground. Plenty of time and space. He pumps one in towards a vacant centre square, but he finds Hall.
That was class.
That was class. That was a fantastic kick down there to Hall.
And that's why he was last year's 2017 Chandler medal. Narcus finds Hall. He's already kicked one this term and for the game, looking for his second.
He single-handedly has lifted Doncaster back into the contest in this third quarter.
And I think each and every one of us were looking, where was he kicking it to? But he knew exactly the right weight.
So in comes Hall. His kick is to the right. And just the minus score there for Doncaster. And they claw back by 1 point. It's 7-7-49 playing Doncaster. 6-12-48, 25 minutes gone.
Davo, who was the hand pass? Because Anarchus got it back a square, got it over the one Blackburn player. Who was that player that's got it to him in the middle again?
I think it was Fogarty again.
Fogarty just waited the hand pass to him to run onto the middle. And it's a turnover into the pocket as Van Haar picks it up off the one bounce. And he tries to get out of a spin out of a tackle. But it's only 30 metres from Doncaster's goal as they look to get the seventh. It's been a struggle. They've been all around it recently.
It seems like they're treading water at the moment, Blackburn.
So it's close to the boundary line. It might see its way over. Foot got to the ball accidentally, and Blackburn are thankful for a free kick deep in their defence, as it might have gone off Kalanja's boot as he was trying to pick it up. So Blackburn, Murphy, he'll just go long down the line. He's just playing the percentages where McKenzie plants himself in the way. The Rovers are Blackburn. They'll run through the wing, trying to get it going as Forbes. He looks at his options, hand passes it to a runner. Now Hammond in good position, had his arm held. He nearly took it on the chest. Socio picks it up, but planting himself in good position was Libert. His kick has been picked off at centre back. Schimmelbusch uses Malloy. Malloy knew he was under pressure, drops it, but Hardwick, he picks it up and clears it temporarily as the mark's been taken by Gray. And there's the bell. We're only having a bell because no sirens in respect to the church services that we have on Good Friday.